back to another video. Today we're back with our final match preview of the season. It's Swansea City versus Millwall in the Sky Bet Championship this Saturday, 12:30 PM kickoff at the Swansea.com Stadium. Yeah, the very last match preview of the season, very last game of the season. We end at home. It'll be good to try and finish on a high, and finish off what's been a very poor season, in good style, really. Overall, it's been a very poor season, as I just said, and, to end it, with a win would put us in good stead now for next season. I know, we're not fighting for anything, so, there's not really much excitement in that sort of sense, but then, in a way, it's probably a good thing because, you can just enjoy the last game now without having to, worry about the table, really. But it's going to be a tough test against Millwall anyway. But yeah, what's your thoughts going into this game?
Yeah, I think it's, obviously, both teams just playing for bragging rights, to be honest. Yeah, it should be a decent game. Both teams come into this game on good form. Obviously, we are unbeaten in our last 4 games. So we are on decent form. I thought we played, decently well against Norwich. I thought we gave them a very good test considering they're in the playoffs at the moment. And I thought we gave a good account for ourselves. But yeah, for Millwall, it's gonna be a tough game. I'm glad we've ended the season. Obviously, with a home game left. Obviously, it's always good to finish off the season with a home game. And I think I do fancy our chances just due to our current form. We need to keep this unbeaten run going, especially going into next season as well. So yeah, I'm quite confident for this game.
Yeah, and then now going on to the injury news then. So to start for the Swans, Luke will give you the Swans injury news.
Oh yeah, for the Swans, it's the same players out. It's Premish Labucata, Joe Allen, Cal Norton, Harrison Ashby and Josh Ginelli.
Yeah, and then as for Millwall, only one player out for them, which is Murray Wallace with a back injury. But now going on to the key players then. So if there's any Millwall fans watching this, these are the Swans players you need to keep an eye out for. Number 1, Ronald, being, a really good player for us since we bought him in January. Secondly, I'm going to go with Matt Grimes, the captain, makes things tick. And thirdly, I'm going to go with Josh Tyman, very underrated player and been one of our best players this season. But would you add anybody else?
Yeah, I'll go for 2 players. I'll go for Jamal though, just because he could always offer that bit of quality with his pace and his dribbling. He's got experience now. He's got plenty of championship games under his belt, and he's obviously played in the Prem as well. And I think he's been a decent signing. Obviously we haven't had him for that long really throughout the season, but I think he's been a great addition to the team to help us out. And then finally, I'll go for the player who we'll definitely all want to keep next season in Carl Rushworth. For me, he's been one of the best keepers in the league. There's no doubt about that. I thought he kind of got robbed from the championship team of the season, to be honest. I thought he should have been in there, or at least in that sort of debate, which I don't feel like he was, but he should have been. But yeah, I think he's been a great player for us. I hope we can get him on another season on loan, but I doubt it's going to happen, but I think that's definitely what we'd all dream of. But yeah, I'll go for those 2 players.
Yeah, and then as for Millwall then, so firstly I've gone with Michael Obafemi, obviously ex-Swansea, a bit of a fan favourite to some, and a lot of other fans weren't so keen on him. Obviously, we got a few goals against Cardiff, but the way he kind of left us wasn't great, so yeah, mixed emotions about Obafemi, but still a great player nonetheless. Secondly, I'll probably go with Japhet Tanganga on loan from Spurs, and thirdly I'm going to go with Zion Fleming as well. A very good player of theirs and probably one of the top performers in the Championship. Maybe not this season as much, but last season he was very good. But would you add anybody else?
Well, I think you're spot on, to be honest. I think the 3 players that you've selected are definitely the better players, so I'll agree with you on that one. Yeah,
and then now the team lineup then going into the last game of the season. So in goal is going to go with Carl Rushworth, his last game possibly in a Swansea shirt. Right back, Kyle Norton. He's injured, isn't he? Kyle Norton is, so no, I can't go with him. It would have been a fairy tale ending, but yeah, he's out injured. So right back, I'll probably go with Josh Key. Left back, Josh Tyman. 2 centre-halves, I'll go with Ben Cabango and Harry Darling. 3 in midfield, I'll go with Matt Grimes. I'll go with Charlie Bettino, who needs a game before he leaves, and Jamie Patterson. And then 3 up front, I'll go with Ronald, Jamal Lowe, and I'll go with Liam Cullen. But what about you?
Yeah, there's only one change I'd actually make to that lineup. I'd bring in, I think I'd bring in Jerry Yates, I think recently. I know he's still finding his feet in a Swansea shirt, and, I wouldn't mind keeping him next season, because I think he will improve. So yeah, I'll choose Jerry Yates instead of Liam Cullen up top, but apart from that, I'll keep the rest of the squad.
Yeah, and then now onto the score prediction. I'm gonna back us to get a win for the last game of the season. Swansea City 3, Millwall 1. I'm gonna go with Obafemi to score for Millwall, is bound to happen. To get the goals for the Swans, I will go with Ronald, I'll go with Jamal Lowe, and I will go with Charlie Patino. But what about you?
Yeah, I know I said I was confident, but I think this game will only be decided by one goal. I think it'll be Swansea City 2, Millwall 1. Yeah, for Millwall, yeah, I'll go for Obafemi as well. Always happens every single time. And then for the Swans, I'll go for Jerry H to get one, and I'll go for Jamie Patterson as well.
Yeah, once again, obviously a massive thanks for watching this. Obviously the last preview of the season. We will be back tomorrow with our final matchday vlog of the season. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, cheers.